So, okay. So today we are going to discuss about the Srimad Bhagavatam, first canto, second chapter, 18th sloka. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमं श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. Can someone repeat? नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमं श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी.
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमाश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टकी
नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवते उत्तमं श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी.
नष्टप्रायेषु अवद्रेषु नित्यं भगवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमा श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी.
So word by meaning. Nastya, destroyed. Prayeshu, almost to nil. Abhadreshu, all that is inauspicious. Nityam, regularly. Bhagavat, Srimad Bhagavatam, or the pure devotee. Sevya, by serving. Bhagavati, unto the personality of Godhead. Uttama, transcendental. Sloka, prayers. Bhakti, loving services. Bhavati, comes into being. And Nastiki, irrevocable. So these are the word meanings. Translations and purport. Translation has been given by Jagadguru Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. By regular attendance in the classes on the Srimad Bhagavatam, and by rendering of services to the pure devotee, all that is troublesome to the heart is almost completely destroyed. And loving service unto the personality of Godhead, who is praised with transcendental songs, is established as an irrevocable fact. Purport. Here is the remedy of eliminating all inauspicious things within the heart, which are considered to be obstacles in the path of self-realization. The remedy is the association of Bhagavatas. There are two types of Bhagavatas, namely the book Bhagavatas and the devotee Bhagavatas. Both the Bhagavatas are competent remedies, and both of them are either either of them can be good enough to eliminate the obstacles. A devotee Bhagavata is as good as the book Bhagavatas, because the devotee Bhagavatas leads his life in terms of the book Bhagavatas, and the book Bhagavatas is full of informations about the personality of Godhead and his pure devotees who are also Bhagavatas. Bhagavata book and persons are identical. Okay, sorry. Next, the devotee Bhagavatas is a direct representative of Bhagwan, the personality of Godhead. So, by pleasing the devotee Bhagavata, one can receive the benefit of the book Bhagavata. Human reasons fails to understand how by serving the devotee Bhagavata or the book Bhagavata, one gets gradual promotions on the path of devotions. But actually, these are facts explained by Srila Narada Deva, who happened to be a maid servant's son in his previous life. The maid servant was engaged in the menial service of the sages, and thus he also came into contract with them. And simply by associating with them and accepting the remnants of foodstuffs left by the sages, the son of the maidservant got the chance to become the great devotee of personality Srila Narada Deva. There are a miraculous effects of the association of Bhagavatas. And to understand these effects Practically, it should be noted that by such sincere association of the Bhagavatas, one is sure to receive transcendental knowledge very easily, with the result that is become fixed in the devotional services of Lord. The more progress is made in the devotional services under the guidance of Bhagavatas, the most one become fixed in the transcendental loving service of the Lord. The message of the book Bhagavata, therefore, here have to be received from the devotee Bhagavatas. And the combination of these two Bhagavatas will help the neophyte devotees to make progress on and on and on. So we'll do a prayer. ॐ अज्ञानतिमिरान्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जलिशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरुवे नमः। नमः ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णपृष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्त स्वामिने इति नामिने। नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषा शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभो नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद। हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। So now this shloka is basically called the nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam. I mean, one of the shloka of nectar shloka. In daily prayers, we are reciting this shloka, Nashta Prayase Badhesu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya. And very beautifully has been explained in the purport. So first, I just want to show some key points. So, due to enlightenment of the transcendental knowledge, a devotee is able to distinguish between spirit and matter. Because of this, the knot of spirit and matters, Hridaya Granthi, untied by the Lord, this is a knot of ahankara or false pride. How it's come to that, I'll explain. Next key point is, once this knot is loosened, all doubt are cleared, and one see his master and engaged himself fully in the transcendental loving services of the Lord. The third key point is, when a soul sees the infallible supreme personality of Godhead, it is called liberations. Though the soul may resides in the world of birth and death, he will see his original form directly. The soul's misidentifications with extra material body is destroyed. So very beautifully, all the key points has been mentioned in these three specific points. So first, what has been mentioned in the purport, that here in the Vyasadeva is saying Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya. He did not say Bhagwan Sevaya. He says Bhagavat Sevaya. So there are two kind of Bhagavat. One is book Bhagavat and one second is devotee Bhagavat. That's why Vyasadevi says Nityam Bhagavat Sevaya, not the Bhagwan Sevaya. And he clearly mentioned that now Prabhupada has explained it very well. Bhagavat Sevaya, so both will give a same impact. So first we are talking about the book Bhagavatam. From lot many purport, we had already seen that this is the essence of all those Vedic scriptures. Srimad Bhagavatam is the essence of, it's a nectar of all those fruits, and it's give each and everything. Even it has been said that if you are hearing the Bhagavatam, Srimad Bhagavatam, you would be immortal. How you are immortal? I mean, now the people can say, okay, I had heard the Bhagavatam, now I am immortal, I will not gonna die. So the explanation given by the gurus has been that as soon the time you are listening Srimad Bhagavatam, those duration of times is really immortals. How come? As soon as we took a birth, Yamaraja has assigned a limited breathe to each and every person. So that's why you see that the animals who is taking breathe so much fast, their lifespan is very less. Similarly, the I mean same for the humans. That's why in Ashtanga yogas, it's a limbs of Ashtanga yoga, uh, yam niyam pratyahar and all. So they pranayam and all. So in that way they are trying to teach us to control the breath. I mean, this is a different point. But now here, what happened? As the moment you are hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, that moment has not been counted. Yamaraj is sitting, maybe in our Zoom calls also he's sitting, and he's taking a snap of all those, who has joined this Srimad Bhagavatam class. So these half an hour, like suppose you have taken 10 breaths, 20 breaths, or 100 breaths, those breaths is not going to counted in your lifespan. So that has been the nectar of the Srimad Bhagavatam, the hearing of the Srimad Bhagavatam. So how much auspicious? So think about that. If you are saying Nityam Bhagavatam 24 into 7, if you are hearing the Bhagavatam, definitely you are immortal. So that has been explained. So Bhagavatam Sevya, not the Bhagwan Sevya. So, again, as we understand, it's a book Bhagavatam and Bhagwan Bhagavatam. Even in Shiv Purana, Parvati Mata has asked a question from Mahadev that, who is your pure devotee, and which kind of devotional services you like very much. So, and the same has been mentioned in Chaitanya Charitamrit Madhya Leela 11.31, that, Aradhanam sarvesham Vishnun Aradhanam param tasmat paratam devi Tadiyanam Sarmachamanam. And the translation is, Lord Shiva told the goddess Durga, my dear Devi, although the Vedas recommended worship of demigods, the worship of Lord Vishnu is topmost. However, above the worship of Lord Vishnu is the rendering of service to Vaishnavas who are related to the Lord Vishnu. So Shiva itself saying that the devotee Bhagavatam, or the devotee person who is devotee of Lord Vishnu, not devotee of any XYZ, the devotee of Lord Vishnu, they are more, they are more superior than anything else. So it's clearly mentioned here that Lord Shiva itself saying that, it has been the devotee Bhagavatam, or the person who is praying the Lord Vishnu, they are more superior. And in the sloka also is saying that, bhaktir bhavati naistiki. I mean, if you are doing it slowly, your all dirty your all dirty things, your all inauspicious things has been cleaned gradually, slowly, that's why it's called Nityam Bhagavad Sevam. It's not saying, weekly Bhagavad Sevam or monthly Bhagavad Sevam. It's saying Nityam Bhagavad Sevam. So every time, but we have to make sure that what from whom we are listening this Bhagavatam, or from whom we are following. That guy has to be, that person has to be devotee of Vishnu, not anyone else. No Mayavadis, nothing. Even Sanatan Goswami's multiple places, they mention that if you are listening the uh, devotional services or Srimad Bhagavatam from any other devotee, I mean, who is not a devotee, the not a real devotee, or who is, impersonalist, that would be equivalent to the poison, or that has been equivalent to the milk which has been touched by the snakes. I mean, in one of the example, in one of the sloka, it has been clearly mentioned, if milk has been touched by a snake, and if you are taking that milk, that is again a poison. Similarly, if this Srimad Bhagavatam and nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam has not been transmitted by a uh, Guru Parampara, not by a pure devotee, it has been becoming as a poison. So we have to make sure that while listening all these, and the Vaishnavas and the Bhagavatas, means the devotee who is worshipping Lord Vishnu, and who are forms of Lord Vishnu, and who is surrenderance on the Supreme Lord. So they call the Bhagavatam. Even in it has been mentioned in next Chaitanya Charitamrita, Adi Leela 2239. It has been mentioned more detail that Yugayitam Nimeshesham Chachusham Pravishayantam Shunyayitam Jagat Sarvam Govindam Virahedame. My Lord Govinda, because of separations from you, I considered even a moment a great millennium. Tears flow from my eyes like torrent of rain and I see the entire world as void. I mean, means the devotee, when they feel separation from Vishnu, until they not feel the separation, they cannot, I mean, be a pure devotee. So pure devotee means if he is feeling separation from the Vishnu, then he is going to call as a Bhagavata, and Nityam, the person who can do that. And what the examples of these devotees? Tulasi Maharani, all those, the devotees who is, praying the Lord, and coming from a Guru Paramparas. So Tulasi Puja, that's why it's called Tadiya. Tadiya means, the devotees. So Tulasi Puja, devotees, preaching, chanting, book distributions, going to the temple, taking a darshans, and a Mangala Aartis, listening Srimad Bhagavatam. See, all these are a devotional practices, and it has to be come from a pure devotee. And pure devotee, the definition has been who is feeling a separation from a Vishnu, who is feeling a separation from Lord Govinda. They can only call the pure devotee. And a very beautiful example has been given in the purport itself, about the Narad Dev, Narad Maharaj. Narad Maharaj was a son of a meat child. But what happened? He was got an association in his childhood. He got association of pure sages. And he got a fortune to eat a remnants of those pure sages. And see, what is the effect of those remnant and association of those sages? He become a Narad Maharaj, and everywhere, we are listening, he had given lot of uh, uh, devotee practices also. Narad Pancharatri is also every time. Everything he has given. So Narad Maharaj is a perfect example. And now the people can say, okay, Narad Maharaj is from lot of yugas and all those, now in the Kali Yuga it not happened this, that. So in the Kali Yuga, the very real example is Sri Haridas Thakura. He took a birth in a Muslim family, but after getting association from Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, he become a pure devotee. And every day he was chanting 192 rounds, 3 lakhs name. 3 lakhs name he chanted. I mean, I don't want to explain about his previous birth, but yes. So in his birth, he was, and this is about in a Kali Yuga only. He is not, in any different Treta Yuga or Sati Yuga or any other Yuga, but he was chanting 3 lakhs names of the Krishna Mahamantra. So one time, when one Muslim person, his Ramchandra Khan, he sends a prostitute to to disturb him, to show everyone that he is not good, or maybe to make him create a problems for him. So he sent a prostitute that go and meet with him, and uh, just destroy his names and all. So that prostitute goes to the Sri Haridas Thakura. Haridas Thakura did not, fight with her, or did not say any abusive words to her. He said, okay, wait, I'll talk to you. I'll pleased you, but let me first complete my chanting. And he just keep on doing the chanting, because he has to complete his rounds, 192 rounds. Think about that, in 16 rounds we had taken so much of time, and we are not able to do anything in our 16 rounds. So what happened with 192 rounds? So he was chanting, 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 and that lady was listening that day. After some time, she asked, okay, can we talk? So he said, okay, no, no, wait, 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 let me finish. So this way, it has been 3 days happened. 3 days she was continuous listening, the chanting, the chanting, chanting. And what happened? She was not a devotee. She was not doing any devotional services. Even she was, doing all inauspicious things. But after hearing 3 days association, only hearing the Mahamantra from a pure devotee, Haridas Thakura, she becomes so pure. And after 3 days, she just go and started doing the nama things. Nam Japa and all, and she took a shelter from Haridas Thakura, and Haridas Thakura asked her, okay, just do 2 things. What those 2 things are? Tulasi Seva and Hari Nam Japa. and she, remove all her hair and everything, and she started doing the devotional services, and she took a uh, shelter of Haridas Thakura. So that much, pure association, or a simple amount of time she got a pure devotional time with Haridas Thakura, and the effect of Haridas Thakura, she got converted into a pure devotee. That has been called. And the punchline has been mentioned, the remedy of eliminating all inauspicious things within the heart which are considered to be obstacle in the path of self-realization in the association of Bhagavatas, namely the book Bhagavata and the devotee Bhagavata. So this is the basically the gist of this purport and sloka, and it has to be a nityam. It not has to be monthly or yearly or something like that. It has to be nityam. Every time we have to do nityam Bhagavad seva. That it has been mentioned, nityam Bhagavad seva. It's not like any and it has been mentioned here that in the purport also and sloka, that as soon as you took a association, slowly it will try to purify your all auspicious things. I mean, if it's remove 100%, it means you are already liberated. But here, it will try to slowly it will remove all the inauspicious things by the devotional services and by the devotees and even the Srimad Bhagavatam. How to identify the devotees means simply the devotee has to be follow the principles has been mentioned in the Srimad Bhagavatam. That can be identified as a devotee. Second examples we can take Prahlad Maharaj. Prahlad Maharaj is also, he is a son of a demon. We can think about that, nowadays we are not a son of a demon, but still we are not able to follow the whole path. But he is a son of a demon. Everywhere, all the environment, all the everything in front of him is, demonic. He cannot do the devotional service, but still for some amount of time while taking a birth, he was in a devotee associations and Narad Maharaj blessings, and that's why he become a pure devotee of Vishnu. Even Vishnu has to took a birth, uh, one birth only for the devotee. I mean, all other birth, if you talk about Krishna birth or Rama's birth, it was multiple demons. He killed multiple demon in the whole amount of time, his life cycle, multiple demons, and he did lot of other activities. But Narsimha Avatara has been only for the Prahlad Maharaj. And how much when Narsimha Maharaj took a birth, he was after killing the Hiranyakasipu, he was so angry. He was so angry that somehow my devotee got hurt, and no one is able to please him. Even Lakshmi Mata, everyone, every demigods go to the Lakshmi Mata. Okay, Mata, please, please the Lord. So she said, no, 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 it's not possible. It's not under my control. You please pray Prahlad Maharaj. And when Prahlad Maharaj went and he sit on a lap of Narsim Maharaj, everyone was fearful. Everyone was so afraid about the Narsim Maharaj and his, his Rupa and all. But Prahlad Maharaj goes because he was seeing Vishnu and his Lord in Narsimha Avatara. And he goes and immediately the Lord got pleased. So that is the beauty of the devotees and Srimad Bhagavatam that has been mentioned here in both the places. So we have to follow the devotee Bhagavat and book Bhagavat both. Now, deck is open for question and answer if anyone has any question.
Sometimes, even though we are in the between a pure devotees, we don't realize the value of the devotee association that we have. So, how can we realize every minute and try to take their pure association?
So it's all actually until unless we not cleaned fully, it would happen. We did not realize the importance. Sometimes we, lot of other material things would be around and that will disturb us. But if we at least just firm believe on Lord and these both Bhagavata, if we firm believe and slowly until unless that has not been cleaned fully, it sometime it happened, but slowly, if we keep on doing that, it would be cleaned, and it would be we would be become a pure devotee.
Thank you. Thank you, Prabhu. So let's.
One question I have, sir. So I got one important point today. So we need to listen from the one who's teaching. He's the pure devotee for the Vishnu, and he's following this Krishna conscious and with Sri Krishna with the Krishna. So yeah, now I think wherever we go in YouTube channel here and there, when we are listening Bhagavatam or Mahabharata Mandal, Bhagavad Gita, I think that's not a good idea, but we need to listen so that it's like a poison. So that's one of the important outcome from this meeting. So 5 days we are listening. I think next 2 days, I think Somer City we have the sessions available on Sunday, but Saturday also I need to think about it, how to plan for next 2 days also. So the weekdays we need to plan it.
Yes, Prabhu. Saturday we have another session, and Sunday we have Sunday feast, Sunday evening.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you all, the same Krishna Kathamratam will be continued on Sunday feast, Sunday evening.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
So I already shared that flyer, Krishna Kathamratam Sunday feast flyer in Somerset 2, Somerset 1 communities. So Sunday evening, 5:30 p.m. onwards, please join.
Okay, sir. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, for Saturday we are working some sessions for Vrindavan Parikrama. So majority of the congregation devotees not yet visited to real Vrindavana, which is there in Uttar Pradesh, India. So the real pastimes happened of Krishna. So I thought I want to I want to arrange a session. So I'm working on it. I'll keep you post update if that happens. That will be wonderful. Okay, so let's thank His Grace Nijendra Prabhu for delivering wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam class by chanting 3 times Hari Bol. Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol. Let's offer our prayers to Lord Narasimha to remove all obstacles and to give a complete protection for all our congregation devotees and the entire world. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhatram Muchurnamamiham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhatram Muchurnamamiham. Ugram Veeram Mahavishnam Jalantam Sarvatomukam Narasimham Bhishanam Bhatram Muchurnamamiham. Narasimha Bhagavan ki jai. Let's offer our prayers for all assembled Vaishnavas who gave a wonderful association to read this wonderful Srimad Bhagavatam. Vancha kalpatarobhyasya kripa sindhubhya eva cha patitanam pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo namo namaha. So we are having a Krishna Kathamritam session today evening, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. And tomorrow morning we will have a regular Srimad Bhagavatam class at 6:30 a.m. I request everybody join and release the pastimes of Krishna and Srimad Bhagavatam. Thank you very much. Let's chant 3 times Hare Krishna Mahamantra enthusiastically and wind up the session. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. भगवान श्री कृष्ण परमात्मा की जय. अमल पुराणम श्रीमद् भागवतम की जय. Janmashtami Mahamahotsav ki jai. We are celebrating Sri Krishna Janmashtami on August 17th, Sunday from 5:30 p.m. onwards at Franklin Township Community Hall. So stay tuned. I'm going to circulate those flyers shortly and block your calendars. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna. See you all.